Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, new arc, and of course that means new loop with new currencies. Yay. And it's probably one of the most frustrating loops in the game, currently. Lots of people are having trouble with it. Mostly because, and this is just from my personal life experiences, certain aspects of my previous life, there was this saying, you can add to, but you can't take away. And these people creating this loop went against that, and they took away, taking away our crit damage. Unless you're a whale. The higher level player, the more crit damage you have, and you will be able to overcome this 500% decrease in the first round and then 1000% after that. A lot of research is done, a lot of fleet commanders seated in the slot, lots of what other bullshit, projectiles, increase your crit damage. And take it all the way. Well, that's nice. Gee, thanks. But there are favors. Everybody knows about the expansion to the Ex-Borg tree. There are not necessarily the Ex-Borg research tree, but the faction store itself. There are favors in that, in which there is a favor to increase your critical damage floor. You can take it up to 100%. Therefore, the least that your critical damage can do is 100%. You can't go below 100%, which is a good thing. Of course, it costs a shit ton of this new currency, of which there's 3. Because they added uncommon, rare, and epic. Which is very awesome. Not going to go too much into the favors yet anyway. Try to get you started on the loop itself. Going to the systems and killing the hostiles. It is getting very hard to find all these sections of the galaxy now. It really is. There really almost needs to be bookmarks in the game. Go to Voyager space. Go to, who are these assholes? Xindis. Go to Cardassian space. Go to Swarm spaces. Something. Getting very hard. So where is it? You see Cardassia, Bajor here. It's this purple shit right to the, what is this, 10 o'clock of Cardassia and Bajor. Right below Dominion space. Maybe not right below, because it's big giant gap here. I guess more shit will come. Hooray. I don't like the warp times. I think it's too far, but it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, I'm going into a few systems here. I have unlocked these. I'm looking for the traders, the survey ships, so I can show you that mechanic before I, get into telling you how I'm actually doing pretty good in this loop. It's frustrating and a lot more expensive than some of the other loops because at least I'm using my biggest ship instead of a specialty ship. Specialty ships are usually cheaper to repair. The bigger ship you get, the not so cheap it is, which is very annoying. 6 billion titanium for not even a double chest pull is not that good of a trade-off. But that should go up. Of course, I keep running into other people, and of course, I'm sure they blew up all the trading fucking peoples. Quit screwing up my videos, you. Where are the survey ships? All right, let's go. I'll go over some crews while we're traveling back and forth. The main crew I have been using, Next Generation crew Picard, who is in the transporter patterns now. Took a while. He had shit sourcing. Now he's got pretty good sourcing. So I recommend getting him. And Beverly, the Beverly that goes with that Next Generation Picard there. And who's this? No, it's not the data from the Next Generation. It's the new data. Remember a few months ago when or I guess it was really last month when I was telling you, hey, you should go get new data from the event store. Hopefully you listened to me. There we go. Here's the dickhead that I was looking for. All right. It does say the symbol is a survey ship, but it is really a warship. Wanted Xindi reptilian warship. You can see these guys are just regular Xindi warships. You see 11,000 rewards there. 1,100, so about 10 times the rewards. And also, if I can go find the chest, there is another currency in this chest. Xindi Bounty. Be another claim. You do have to go up a few reputation levels to be able to claim that chest. I don't even remember which one it is. Let's actually go in here and I will show you. And part of why I'm not really going to show you too much of this is because, of course, I already did my daily pool. This one, Xindi Bounty Exchange. I actually have 1,000 of these Xindi Bounties, which you get from destroying wanted Xindis. 300 per. Don't know how many days yet because I am not esteemed with the Ex-Borgs yet. You get a bunch of these rare credits, or really a few. It's not really that much, or at least it doesn't look like that much. We'll see as this faction expands and we get higher reputations. We'll see how good these currencies really are. The rare, the epic, and then you get this emblem thing, which used to unlock cosmetics in the Ex-Borg store. Super! More cosmetics. So exciting. See, it unlocks it esteemed, which I'm not even at celebrated yet, so. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate on this, but check my Xindi scrap. You can see how much currency I have. It is 240,000 for a double pull for me. And I have 744,000. Alright. And I'm actually in an okay system to grind. And I don't really like the way the systems are. Because as you can see, there are explorers, interceptors, and battleships. And you know what? If you go around and you kill all the interceptors, like more don't spawn. It's like more battleships spawn or something. And you go kill. It's so weird. I hate that. It's like they're screwing people over because of the ship type they got. Really, we can't just get whatever ship type we want. Sometimes you're really limited by how much faction credit you have, or which one do you think is the coolest, which one do you think has a better ship ability. So to screw people over that way is kind of silly. You should keep the same number of hostile types at the same time. I mean, it's just not. It is kind of shitty. Now my numbers are going to be skewed a little bit because you saw I killed that survey ship, but maybe we can go in here and it does say 30 foot. Let's say call it 35,000. And we'll see how well I'm doing. And another reason why I'm doing a little better is because I am somewhat of a higher level, so I have a good amount of crit damage already. I'm probably at the point where it's like 520%. So at the very least, my critical hits do some damage. Now, with Next Generation Picard, and why I suggest Next Generation Picard, his officer ability is crit damage. Can boost that up. And I also have New Troy below. New Troy below has crit damage. Chose her because she has more defense stat, so that adds to the mitigation that Beverly gives me. And I guess while we're talking about that, let's just go to the next. You see Fix It Right Up. That's Tendi. Winging It. That is Mariner. It's really the only below deck abilities that are always going to work for everybody. Increase damage, increase hull. As you can see, 3 shots of something. That's the name of her ability. What the hell does that even mean? 3 shots of something. Nope, don't know. I assume it's some lore-based thing. 20% critical damage versus armadas and hostiles. Again, that does increase that. Now, when does that get factored in? After the floor has been established because of the hostiles, or when? Don't know. But what we do know, thanks to Ultimate DJs doing his live stream Tuesday night, one of his friends, it was either Jules Verne or Blue Mandalorian, I don't remember who it was, but they said the testing they did was B'Elanna Torres and her putting on Hull Breach. Don't know if like Lorca or Gorkon would do the same thing, but that Hull Breach and how it amplifies your critical damage after the Xindi reduce your critical damage. So that Hull Breach can maybe boost your critical damage enough to where you're not zeroed out on a shot. Has potential to work for you. Will it? I don't know. It depends on your research. But it absolutely can work for you. Some of the other crews I've heard working. I guess it does depend on where you got your new data at. I think most people are thinking 5. I sent 5 somewhere else. They're thinking, oh, well, new Picard, right? He boosts your loot and put a friend with him and put 5 on the side, put Paris below deck. That has worked for some players. I would encourage you to not try to rely on this because Paris isn't giving you that much survivability. He's just not. And there is some damage increase with new data and Picard. Not that much. I do prefer having max mitigation and 2.2 times whatever your new data is. I think that's better. To me, that sounds better because they're removing your critical damage. All right, cool, fine. What's the next best way to kick out big time damage? Isolytic Cascade, right? Boost your Isolytic Cascade, get your max mitigation for your survivability, and you can kill a lot of hostiles. But by all means, if going with a max loot crew is what's working for you, then do that. Alright, move him back here. Don't forget about Janeway. Janeway can help you. She will move some of the damage to your shields. Supposed to, I think. Wait, no. No, that's not going to work. When you take hull damage from a player, non-player hostile or Armada Catherine, yeah, it's not going to. No, that's not going to work. Somebody said that was working for them, and that doesn't make any sense. I should have fact checked it. Well, I mean, I guess it is possible because of what we found out with Torres. Torres was being factored in after. It is possible that Janeway is factored in after. Because the Xindi have another ship ability, which is it bypasses your shields. Now, would Janeway take effect before or after that? I guess it is possible. I don't know. Haven't tried it. Haven't really seen a need to try it yet because I know exactly what's going to work for players. Assuming they listen to me. And assuming you had the ability to, get that many shards of data. My own stubbornness, I guess. But her officer ability definitely will help because isolated cascade. Just like Data, now, because Data was rare, you could have potentially gotten him to higher tier. A little cheaper, but the isolated cascade is absolutely going to work for you. Other people have been saying Fat Mud. His officer ability, I don't have him at max tier yet, but 50% chance to double the shots. So, again, adding more damage. I don't like a lot of these crew. I don't like Mud's company at all. I feel like they're gamblers. That's what I guess it seems to fit the crew. They're risk takers, they're gamblers. High risk, high reward, I guess, but there is risk here. The risk is you're not going to get it because it's a low percentage. And of course, I didn't turn the heater off, so now that's making noise behind me. Cool. And I didn't shut the door. Wonderful. But it is a possibility. And as you can see, I also have Harrison up here. If doubling the shots is working for you, the reason by that, you're doing more damage, but some of that damage is going to shields. What does Harrison do? First round of combat ignores 70% of the opponent's shields. Combine that with a Pike and Moreau, you got your max mitigation, and you're boosting this to a higher percent. So assuming that you need to, it's possible you don't need to, because you're going to start at, well, it is different, isn't it? Ignoring 70% of the opponent's shields is a little different than that shield mitigation or shield absorption, like I like to say. But what he essentially will do is increase the effectiveness of your shot to be more on the hull, and therefore bypassing the shields. Do what the Xindi are doing to you. This is assuming you have enough shots in the first round. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Depends on your ship. But John Harrison can absolutely work for you. Alright, let's confirm that, and let's get back to killing these tool bags, see how long it takes me to fill my cargo bay. Taking me a little longer because I'm talking during it. I don't even know if I really should I even really do this all on camera? It's gonna make for a really long video, and I'm gonna have to fill the time instead of me just ending it right here. Let's take a look at the battle log. See, I'm killing him in the first round. Part of that is, see how much isolated damage I'm doing here. It's almost as much as the normal damage. And it doesn't mitigate any of this isolatic stuff, which is a good thing. They didn't add that to the hostiles. So, I'm almost taking that. Look, shield depleted. I took down their shields with my first weapon. 2 shots. Bam. And you can, oh look, see here. Look at this. This is my critical hit in the first round. It is, there's some variance between your damage. It's not going to be a set number. There is a min and then there is a max. So it can be a little hard to figure out. But you see 21 million here, 23.6 million here. And then you see a 22.7 million critical hit. So that is in between there. Could my critical damage be upped a little bit? Yeah, actually, I did purchase the first 2 levels of the critical floor. So what am my critical floor is at like 20%. And that number actually got bigger. It got closer to a normal shot. So if adding 20%, adding a 20% critical floor, why would that have gotten me closer to a normal shot if Picard and Troy and their crit damage wasn't factored after? Interesting thought there. I wonder if I have some older ones before I did the research. Move that out of my way. Let's go all the way to the bottom. No, of course not. Nope, going the wrong way now. Here is some from last night. I think I was just going to show you this. This was last night. This was 178,001 hull. Didn't kill any survey ships in this one. Of course, don't show me a critical hit so I can compare the two. Jackass. Here's a critical hit. Wow, see, this critical hit is 11.6 million. Why is this one half of a normal shot? And the other one is about a normal shot. I didn't add 50%. Did I? That's a good question. I haven't got a damn clue. Where's the stupid thing at? Critical floor. I have it at what? Yeah, see, I only have it at, my critical floor is only at 20%. So how did I go from doing 50% on a critical hit to now I'm doing about 100%? That's odd. That's weird. The inconsistency is very annoying. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How did my critical damage increase by 50%? Did I do other researchers? Got a clue. There's so many stupid ass researchers, I can't keep them all straight. But it's weird because raising my critical floor by 10 or 20% really affected that. Something is getting factored after the fact that we didn't think was getting factored in after the fact. Who did I have last night? Who did I have on the ship? Go away, I can't see the arrow. Can't see the arrow. Change these banners and they're still in my... After all these years, the banners are still in the way. They're still in the way. Wow. Where the hell was I just looking? Who did I have on this damn ship? I had Troy. I had Troy and I had Picard. How did I get another 50%? That's weird. That's weird, right? That's weird. Yeah, something's not getting factored in the way we initially thought. Because there's no way increasing your critical floor by 20% should give you another 20. It give me another 40 to 50% critical damage. Why would that happen? I probably did a damn research somewhere and I forgot I did it. That's probably what happened. Alright, but let's wrap this up here. Getting kind of long, and there's really nothing that much more to really explain to you. But it's very early with this new loop. You fly out to these systems here. The chain is on the 11 o'clock of Cardassia. Very close to Cardassia. You go in there. You kill these Xindis. Now, as of right now, there is no specialty ship, which I'm sure it's coming. I mean, I'd almost be willing to put money on that. That it is coming. There are two kinds of hostiles. There are these regular Xindi reptilian warships, and then there are the wanted Xindi reptilian warships. They dropped an extra currency, a bounty. It's really an extra claim if you're lucky enough to find them. Or you can just, like what I did, just start entering a bunch of these systems on your way to your system if you want. Look for them there. And then you have the regular Xindi reptilian warships. They drop this junk, Xindi scraps. Yes, the numbers as far as certain player levels and what they can reasonably obtain in a day is skewed. 55. The players at 55 really hurting because their chest costs as much as mine. I'm at 56. I can build a 56 rare. At 55, you cannot. Technically, if you're ops level 56, you can't build a 56 rare because it's on the shipyard, not your level. Which is stupid. Oh, your ops level is higher. Oh, let's raise it because you got a bigger ship. No, that's not true. You can't build a bigger ship until the shipyard is up. You can't do the extra research until the R&D department is up. So why is it based on the operations? Whatever. Also, something to call your attention to if you are having trouble with the chest, the claim chest. Take a look at all these boxes I'm getting from killing all these dickheads. It's not 100%. I have seen some, as you can see right here, I didn't get a box for this guy. It's like 95 to 99%. So you'll get a box, get a bunch of boxes to open up. I know they're not all Xindi shit, but you open this up, opening, bam, look right here. 74,000 Xindi scraps. I think I claimed all mine last night. I don't remember. We have posted charts. People have made charts. I can't remember the charts. I think you get like 3,000 per chest from this level of hostile. I can't remember. But it is a way to supplement you. It is actually a good thing. You really should thank the developers for this. I really don't like doing that because I'm not a big fan of this loot. But since it doesn't go in your cargo bay, you're not OPC and it can't be stolen from you, which is a good thing. Because people will do that in this game. It's part of the game. I don't like that there's no overlap here. It's not like, oh, they increased the Borg cutting beam by 10 times so you can grind your touchdowns while getting this Xindi bullshit. No overlap. New loop. But, yes, there is tricks to this loop, and it's somewhat of annoying because it took all our researches that we've been working on for years, at least some of us have been working on it for years, and said, no, screw you, you don't get those researches. Oh, cool, thanks. Bunch of dickheads. But, as you can see, even a few levels on that favor, that critical damage floor favor, really did impact my critical damage. It really can for you. because some of these officers or some of these researches will be factored in after your crit damage is lowered. And it will then raise your crit damage again. So while you may never get up to 500% or 700% or something like that, you can get at least back to even-ish, which is okay. Will take some time because the favors are kind of expensive, but it, like we say in a lot of these loops, it's going to take some time. What's the old saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. It is, but it's annoying because it's another loop. And here I am keeping going. We're supposed to be summarizing and getting the hell out of here. All right, so let's do that. Let's get out of here. I've given you enough information that you can at least get started. You are going to have to play around with what crews you like. I've given you a few suggestions. There's more suggestions out there. Ask your Alliance member. Check on Discord. All that good stuff. And if you're still falling short of some more advice and would like a few more suggestions, put a comment in the chat below asking. Somebody will answer, even if it's not me. Because we're pretty good like that as a community. But you really just got to stick with this one. And comment below. What crew has been working for you? Assuming that it's not the new data-centric crew. Is there something that you have found that really worked for you? And that's it. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.